to go. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season.
Oh, Beckett.
On EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hit him up, dude. Low, down. You didn't see him crouch?
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2.
You didn't see him crouch?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one
was I saw him crouch.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He was laying down in the fucking grass. Yeah, but you were AFK. That's totally different.
Only 3 yards on
He's being a bitch.
It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
I got a gun, too.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Yeah. I don't know how he killed me if he was dead, but whatever.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way
yeah, it's a burst foul.
Touchdown, New England. A 77-yard punt return. As his
Mine's
guys
burst.
are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Are you sure yours is fully auto?
They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need.
This is single shot.
In this case, they actually got that done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Do you have a stem?
Talking about you, Austin. Stuff the UFC, buddy.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already. And
right there is where he was.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Why is it always...
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
There hasn't been any close combat.
Nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing,
Covering you.
normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Clutch, boy. Bro, we just ran the game. We won our game 11. 1-on-1. Mano y mano. I saw him on the left of the red trailer. I said, pulled out my pistol. I said, bow, 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 bow. 659 damage, though. Hey, I beat my guy.
Force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Suck my dick. We won. What happened when you needed me, Beckett?
The last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there.
We haven't lost yet. You're talking shit.
But they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
No.
We haven't lost yet. You're talking shit. I clutched up in all 3 of our wins.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Right there in the middle. 55. Check right. Check right.
They'll run
No.
for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
You put the
And he's
emphasis.
taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash.
It's like saying, hey, do you play Call of Duty? Like, you said it right. But
Thanking him for that much space to rumble.
all right, cool. All right, I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Freeman a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman.
Oh, fuck, that's not you. Sorry, bro.
Touchdown number 7 on the year.
South America. It was the Chilean, what's pepper? Peruvian pepper, yeah. South America. It's South America.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What? No fucking way.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Left, right steps.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Middle. I killed it.
He'll get about 3
Still
here
back
as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yes.
Ringer, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
That was easy.
You can't block me.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There's one.
Go, Mike 51.
2nd and 9 now.
Or spawn.
And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game,
What the fuck was that, bro?
He's wide open
Yeah.
right there. Gotta be able to get it to him, don't you think?
That'd have pissed me off. That looked like me throwing that shit.
Dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Fuck, Beckett, you're back.
Downfield. And he's got it.
I didn't know what to say.
Down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route.
I like to reload
the
it.
defensive back on his heels.
Nah, I was. That's what I was trying to tell you. I just couldn't find the words.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Fuck! Left side, left side. Shotgun. That's my bad. I missed my second shot. I don't. This shotgun is different than the other one. In the right game. 7-20. Yeah, I don't know.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way.
He was not expecting that.
Formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Going right steps.
Looking to throw.
We're going right side.
James
Denver spot right side.
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score
over here.
14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they
Middle,
wait a long
middle's
time
dead.
to get the football.
He's back in our spawn. I'm behind him. I should have assassinated him. I should have fucking assassinated him.
The defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't use your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves back in their back.
I went 7 and 5 there. You went 6 and 4. We're both +2. Get off my D. All right. Well, I took care of him, didn't I?
General West. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Like, I'm not comparing myself to you. I'm saying I did my job.
They'll get this into the hands of Bird.
What's Slusky's?
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oh, nice.
It's not a surprise when you read
Fuck, that was a bad angle by your arm right there.
because you know he's a heck of a player. He is so difficult to get down in the open.
I'm just saying I did my fucking job.
Let him do his thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ready?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game.
I played him like 2 days ago, and honestly, I don't
reading
remember
the
shit
play
about that.
and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh,
They need to get to the 29 if they
okay.
want to
He's
pick
pretty
up
good
the
at
first
passing
here
still.
on 3rd down.
Yeah. But he wants to run now. He doesn't want to pass.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
On 3rd down, Stidham.
Fuck, should just stayed there.
And that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mike, 54. Look. Squeeze. Big Grim.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down
Do
again.
you still have Logan Ryan and Kevin Byard?
I have Kevin Byard. I never had Logan.
Oh, right, though. He's a free agent. No, sorry. I was going to say, if your corners are good enough, you could just
First and goal. And he
like
is
pinch
met
man with
clear
him,
in the
and then he won't have enough time to
Down he
go
goes,
to those
folded like
corners
a
and
lawn chair.
be able to stop the run.
I think one of them is good enough for that.
Only one of them.
Yeah. The other one's only like an
On 2nd
82.
down, here's Stidham.
Gotcha.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Patriots.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced
Good luck
now with a
beating them
3rd
in
and
1
goal
second.
situation.
On the set. Pilot, 64. Weak. I got it. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not
Who's your strong
breaking. It's
safety?
a gain of 3.
Keanu
It's
Neal.
now 4th and goal.
He's a
We've hit the
superstar.
2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course
JJ or TJ?
it defers back to him, and he made the decision.
JJ.
Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
951, 951. Exit, exit. Go, Mike. Go, Trey. Get down. Truck. Here we go, D. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Nice to win.
End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
What the fuck? That was a touchdown, too. He just made a good throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, D. It's going to be a hole.
Second and 10.
It's going to be a hole.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 9, check 9. No. Leo. Ready.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On first down, it's Freeman. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Freeman again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yeah,
The drive will start
I
with
know.
a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down
Yep.
after a pickup of 8.
But we just complained
And that run
to the
there
commissioner
does nothing but juice up
to
the
not have
guys
as many
who are moving
penalties
the football. I mean, if you're an offensive
with like
lineman,
competitive,
people
because they
running
switched it to
actually
simulation
got calling
and there was more
plays,
penalties.
You're almost jumping up and down
But,
jubilation, aren't you?
we
And
complained
there's
about that.
options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action
Yeah,
and try and
but-
get something cheap right here over the top.
Again, they'll run with Freeman.
Should just complain again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage.
Nah.
That puts him over $150 now.
Simulation
And this defense
sucks.
really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. 6-6. Bullet high. Kill.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now, Stidham. Gets it off to Freeman. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. back to throw here. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Foxborough. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Hit it.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Stidham. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, set. Come on, guys, 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shoot. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 52. Check Bomber. 22. Check Bomber.
They're going to look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Well, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That is caught at the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I got one.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ingram again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week